Welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now, in this video, I'm going to discuss the potential impact to the character of Sidney Prescott as Neve Campbell now returns once again to the front and center focus of Scream 7. And I don't know about you, but I am excited for that. Now, I'm going to share with you my thoughts regarding the impact to her character arc and how this may very well be the most iconic version of Sidney Prescott that we've ever seen. Let's go!
Hello, this is Mike Vaughn, the Ghostface voice of the Liquid Slasher on the Scream TV series. And before this video goes any further, I strongly recommend that you subscribe to Craving Something Scary right now while you still can.
So hey guys, this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, but just really wanted to give it more thought. And so I decided now is the time to do it. So I'm going to basically just share with you my thoughts regarding the character Sidney Prescott as we approach Scream 7. And I am very excited, as I know many of you are, that Neve Campbell is back and Sidney will again be the focus of another Scream movie, and I love the move. I'm, for one, am thrilled that this decision was made, and Kevin Williams, of course, directing should be interesting, but even more than him directing is the fact that he's been doing what it looks to be a lot of script rewrites, and that gives me a lot of hope for the story and the movie in general, honestly, because Kevin knows how to write. He knows how to write characters. He knows how to write stories. He's great. So the fact that he's back on as director / co-writer at this point is great. And so he's going to come at this, I believe, with a Sidney Prescott story that will be engaging. It will get us into the movie. All right, pull us right in. And that leads me to Sidney herself, the character. So we've seen such a great arc for her character. When you go back to Scream, think about Scream 96. She's a high school kid, and all of this stuff is happening. She's taken by surprise, but she's still a fighter. She definitely shows that she's got the fight in her. But still, she's young, it's all new, and she's coming more from a place of fear than anything else, which is understandable. And then we move to Scream 2, right after having experienced all that she went through at Scream 1. She now is a little tougher. She's rougher on the edges now. She's not going to be taken in so easily as before. And the fact that we see her emerging from that scared student in high school to now a person who has taken their trauma, taken what they've gone through, and they are using it. And while she still suffers some, mental trauma from all of that, there's no doubt, and then we see that in the movie itself. But at the same time, it's like iron sharpening iron. She's getting tougher. She's getting more in focus with the reality of Ghostface, is what I believe. And so we see this arc in her. And then we go to Scream 3, where she really does come forward as wanting to be in control of things. And, it's a huge jump from Scream 1 to Scream 3. And I think that it's done right, and the arc is written the correct way. So by the end of Scream 3, we see the character Sidney Prescott absolutely being in control, going to the mansion. She is bringing the fight to Ghostface. In this case, of course, we get to see her fight Roman, which was a fantastic third act. I love Scream 3. You guys know that. And for anyone who is not a big fan of the movie, that's fine. I respect your views and opinions. That's cool. But I think even you would have to admit that the final act is pretty powerful. And we see Sidney, grabbing the ice pick. She's getting ready. I mean, she's on the attack. And so you see a great story arc with her there. And then we get to Scream 4. And of course, she has, written a book, Out of Darkness. And she's now a person who has really grown, I think, emotionally, and also just in her general attitude, because you see when Olivia gets killed, right, in Scream 4, and Sidney's across the street with Jill. Sidney takes off, man, and she's running into Olivia's house, doesn't even have a weapon in her hand. She doesn't care. She is fed up with Ghostface. She's tired of Ghostface. And so she wasn't even thinking about a weapon. She was kind of out of her body, like out of herself, on adrenaline. And she was over there to try to save Olivia and take down Ghostface. And so in Scream 4, we really see her as the aggressor towards Ghostface. She now is the one that is going after him and trying to bring the fight to Ghostface. So I really enjoyed the arc 1 through 4. And you can look at it as 1 through 3 as a trilogy, and it is. 4 came along, was supposed to start a new trilogy. Sadly, it didn't happen. I wish Wes would have had another 2 Scream movies. Would have been amazing. However, we still see the arc of her character in 4. And now we do get her in 5 at the end, of course, which to me, her character in 5 is very much a continuation of Scream 4. I mean, she's got her pistol now, and this time she's got a weapon. And she's going in the house. She's like, whoever is in here, come out now, or I'm going to begin shooting. And that's what she does. She goes and she shoots through each of those doors, goes upstairs, and she is not coming from a place of fear. She's coming from a place that she is ticked off, and her friend Dewey just got killed. She is in no mood to play around. And I love that in 5. So we got her for a little bit in 5, but I do like what we got from her. I just wish she'd have had more material, more screen time, that's all. All right, so that brings us to Scream 7, which begins filming in January. And what can we expect? Like, what should we look for in her character arc? Well, some things I'm looking for Sidney at this point in life, and we don't know if there's going to be a time jump. I've seen rumors that there could be a time jump to where Sidney's daughter is like 14 in high school. That's possible, but either way, there's going to be, all that's happened. Still, she's a mom now, and of course, Mark Kincaid, knock on wood, we get Patrick Dempsey. Still no word. Stay tuned, right? We'll see. But I think Sidney now, we're going to find her as being a mom for a while, and she's at this place in her life where things have calmed down and back to normal, quote, is what it looks like on the surface, until obviously something happens. Now, if they mess with her family, if they go after her kids, especially, or Mark Kincaid, I expect that we're going to see Sidney on the rampage. And if they don't come after the kids, maybe they come after Gail, or what have you. I'm curious to see how they're going to do it. I think it's personally going to probably be her family is going to be the target. But yeah, so my thought is they come after her family. I think what I expect to see is a Sidney that is very much along the lines of a Laurie Strode in Halloween 2018. Now, not to the extreme that she had in her house and all that stuff. I'm talking about from the mindset, from the mentality towards Ghostface. I think we're going to see a very much like that. She is going to be ready. Like, she's lived a normal life now. It's been going great, but she's ready. She's always ready for Ghostface. I think in her mind, Ghostface is not ever that far away. So I think we will see more of a Laurie Strode type character in Sidney, and I think she will be kicking tail in Scream 7. I really do. And we'll see where it goes. I mean, the story's going to have a lot to do with her arc, obviously, but for me, that's what I'm hoping for. I want to see a Sidney Prescott that is like, I'm going to kick tail and I'm not taking names, and you mess with my family, you just messed up. Right? So anyway, guys, listen, I'll keep it here. I won't go any longer. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on Sidney Prescott and her arc over the films. And hopefully when we get Scream 7, it's going to be all that we're hoping for. I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic that it's going to be. And I believe that Kevin has maybe rewritten some spots that may have been rough, or maybe has just added new content into the story. Either way, I'm happy that he's got his hands on the script, and Sidney Prescott again is the queen of the franchise. She is back front and center, and we'll all be there. I can't wait for it when it's released in 2026. It's going to be fantastic. All right, guys. Well, look, I'll leave it there for now. But I want to know, what do you think about Sidney's arc? Well, I want to know your thoughts, ideas, and theories you have for Scream 7 and how Sidney Prescott's arc will go. Do you have any predictions? If you do, leave them in the comments section below right now so we can discuss it together. Well, guys, that's going to be all for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Scream 7 and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.